Light, light.
Light, light.
Light, light.
And next up, ladies and gentlemen, may I kindly request the captain of Kings 11 Punjab to please come forward. Ravi Chandran Ashwin, ladies and gentlemen. Right, I think even before I ask them to unveil, it's important and it's my duty to ask the photographers if they are happy with what they are seeing on stage. If you need some more light, we will get you the light sorted. We will get that. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment that we've been waiting for, may I kindly request the lady and the gentleman on stage to unveil their figurines, please.
Thank you. Happy to be here. Welcome to India, CricFig. I think it's a great idea. It's a great opportunity, as I see it. Like any other business, and I always think of business in my head. So, as I mentioned, I mean, he stole my lines. When I walked in, I told him, listen, this is a country where, you know, people worship every day. You know, so you always have a little figure of a god, whichever it is. You've got a little cross. I have one next to my bed. There's a cross. There's every other god. I believe in them. That's how I survive. And these are deities. You know, in this country, you have maximum number of deities. I don't think any other country can boast of as many deities as we have. So, you know, so which is why I said I was drawing a pattern between the cricketers being demigods. There's no reason why these kind of you know, figurines can't do well. They look lovely, and as the CEO mentioned, I mean, they're really beautiful. I also see a great opportunity in the future. In my days, and when I say my days, I'm an old man. So we used to exchange, you know, stamps and stuff like that. This is another great opportunity to get into eventually, I'm saying, upstream business and being able to trade, for young kids and so on and so forth. They create miniatures of these and then they can be traded. It's a huge future. I mean, retail as a business can grow. I know of exclusive stores. When Disney started, I had a small stint with them, and then they got into the business of launching miniatures and so on and so forth. I think the other thing that I like about this business is that this whole world has been taken over by virtual businesses. You're finally seeing something which is real and which is got, use the word life, that you're carrying something, and that's something which is fascinating. In a world when everyone else is going digital, this is one great attempt that you people are making. I was telling a friend of mine here, Kalpana, from my old age, that children don't read newspapers anymore because they read everything on the phone. So these kind of stuff is what will bring you back to life and bring them back to what you see really. And I think that is my view on businesses. So like I said, I just one big line which he stole anyway. RK and I go long way because we used to work together in Nimbus, is Neo Sports. Thank you, and I wish the business a great success. As someone said here, our cricketers are well known. There's no reason why this can't do well. Thank you, congratulations.
Thank you so much for clarifying that you knew me as well. Otherwise, I felt like a bit of a thief standing at that one corner. Right, may I kindly request Mr. Mehul Ravi to please come forward. He's the head of licensing and merchandising. Excellent to have these two wonderful cricketers with us. I think it's only right. I think Sam was speaking about us collecting the posters at a very, very young age. We've all done that, haven't we? How unique is this, or what a step up to the next level?
Good evening to one and all. First of all, I'm very happy to be here. For a start, I must say that I was unaware of the fact that these kind of things hasn't existed in a long time. I assumed actually that people had access to this kind of thing, but now that I sit in this place, I realize that there's something that has not been there. You go to America, you see NFL, you see baseball, these kind of things are very common there, and a lot of kids use it, and they use it as inspiration, and they obviously keep it in their room. They when growing up, they see it. For us, obviously, sports stars, posters, there used to be scrapbooks. Growing up, we played a lot of trump cards. These kind of things are always there. Though I don't know if they exist anymore. I'm sure in some other realm, maybe in a more technological way. But figurines are something that I assumed was available. But it's so good to know that. It's so good to see them manufacture them now. Ashwin has already pointed that there is some technical change that he needs to do looking at the figurines. So we're discussing that there, and it's very interesting. When I look at myself in this, it's pretty. I don't know. It feels very different. Bad things to change, but other than that, as I was just telling Ashwin, it's not a shot that I usually play, but I like the fact that the figurine is standing like this. It's very nice, and I wish CricFig all the luck. On behalf of my franchisee, as Venki, my sister, rightly put it, I think we've been a franchisee which tries to engage with the fans a lot, and this brings us much closer to the fans, and I hope it does really well, not only for the franchisee, but for CricFig as well, and I wish them all the best.
What's the change, Ashwin?
He's just done a lot of I was just always wondering for the last couple of months why I told my abdomen. Probably that suggests why. There is a bit of hyperextension in the action. So maybe that's an indication, but it looks perfect. My hand goes with that, so it looks perfect. And like Dinesh pointed out, my collection of whatever superstars, tennis stars, or cricket stars was always about getting to buy a sports star on Monday morning and take the poster out and stick it all over the wall, or probably put it on a scrapbook. I wish I had access to these sort of figurines when I was young. I would definitely loved it. I would just probably collected. Maybe these things could be exchanged in the future between kids. This looks a lot more fun than collecting posters. Yes, I enjoyed it, but I would have loved this.
Interesting, isn't it? Because Dinesh did mention that, at some point in time, possibly would have collected all those cards and probably played a bit of, a bit of a game and whatnot. sometimes when you look back at those times, we tend to outgrow a few things, but these are things, when I look at it, you don't tend to outgrow these things. These can be a part of your collection as such, whereas those cards and whatnot that we ended up playing as kids might not actually be a part of the collection, so to speak.
Like Mr. Anandan rightly pointed out, these could start garnering value over a period of time, and definitely I'm not sure in 50 years time if I would be alive to see that, but I'm sure it's going to garner more and more value in a period of time, because I think it can be passed on from generations to generations, and it can be a very good centerpiece in somebody's house or something like that. I mean, there are so many people who, like rightly pointed out, that adore cricketers in India, and this is the right part of the world also to be selling these sort of figurines, and I'm sure there will be a period of time, like you said, the postcards, people will be looking to exchange such figurines in the future.
I'm sure, I mean, both of them have spoken about these figurines. Are they allowed to suggest the kind of figurines that they would want, possibly? What's the one thing that you would want to see as yourself there? You spoke about that shot. What's the one thing?
Oh, for a start, I'd like to see a sweep shot being played, and that's a shot I've played a lot.
I'll tell you what came to my mind when I first thought about figurines and first thought of you being a part of figurines. I was reminded of you primarily as a wicketkeeper when you started off, and that Michael won stumping. 2004 it was, perhaps. I mean, that was unbelievable. That was an unbelievable moment, I thought. I mean, just imagine being captured on a figurine like that. You being in that position.
That's the beautiful thing about sport. I've been playing sport. I mean, I've been playing cricket for a long, long time. But when it comes to normal people who watch the game, they always relate it to one incident somewhere, and that's what this figurine is all about. It creates memories. Could be Ashwin bowling this ball today, and the fact that it's there. The great thing is the three-dimensional space. So you can touch, feel it, then it's there. It's going to be there today. It's going to be there 20 years from now. So when you want to look at Ashwin, whereas in a poster you change the paint, you change the ball that goes. You're never going to get it back. But something like this is always going to exist with you. So I think it's a very, very nice, novel thing to have, and it's just good to look at it.
Instead of asking Ashwin, I might as well ask you, what's the one thing about Ashwin that you would want to see?
I would love to see Ashwin bat, actually. I think it's a very, very, it'll be a very nice thing to do. In fact, he can take my bat as well, because I think he uses that bat only. So he can take that bat. I think I would love to watch Ashwin in stance. I think that would be a good figurine to make.
I don't know, I never thought my batting was so aesthetically pleasing, but
I wanted to see your celebrations, actually. A few of your celebrations after you picked a wicket, especially against Australians, perhaps.
Might not be a bad idea, but as of now, I think this just locks it. I mean, the way my hand is bent, and the front arm is bent, and the right arm is actually right behind there. I don't think, I mean, even from a distance, you can say it's the beginning of Ashwin. So, I mean, I'm very happy with the way it is as of now.
Lovely. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Just wonderful just to ask a few questions to Dinesh Karthik and Ravichandran Ashwin. I think Dinesh could be hard-pressed for time, but I think Ashwin is available to answer a few questions a little bit later, is what I gather from where we are at this point in time. Also, what's going to happen is we will have a small photo opportunity. The bats, the miniature bats, will be signed by Ashwin and Dinesh Karthik. If we can have the bats, please. Yeah. So for the photographers, we want...
Who? Thank you.
Will you be around? For a while. We are getting there. So I'll talk to Ashwin and come.